Hello guys, we're here inside Worldwide Corals in Orlando, Florida today. I'm picking up some frags for my tank, the 80 gallon of my office. So it's been kind of difficult to find corals back there. You guys seen how big the farm is for those of you guys been here. It is huge. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna talk to JW, it's our farm manager, and I'm gonna tell him where's the hot stuff, can we go frag some stuff, and in the meantime we're gonna show you how to frag corals today. So today it's all about fragging, so follow me. Come on, let's go. All right, so we're in here with JW. You guys met him before. We're here to pick some corals. JW, what do you got, buddy?
This is everything that's came from the farm, been quarantined for 2 months, makes it here, and this is pretty much all of the hottest stuff that we want to get into aquaculture to start the culture. So
I like what I see, buddy. All right, so one of the things that I like right away, we got this too. This is the Samacora and the Lithophyllum. Is that what it is?
Yep.
We got those in a trade show recently with the two colors. Actually, I think I know who I got them. I got them from iGem, from Jamie in Texas Reefapalooza. I'd love to get a frag of those two. You have anything available maybe over there that we can cut?
We can cut those.
Like two little slivers from inside and join them together?
I split it and put it in the 400 out there just so we have it spread around. So it's
okay. So something maybe we can cut today, two little slivers, and I don't have to take it today.
Okay.
Definitely I like that Fabia over there.
Okay.
I'd love to get one of those heads maybe, but you got more of that, right?
Yeah.
That right there, that is an Aiken Hilea. It's one of the nicest one. We got it from Nick at Corals Depot. It came from Australia about 6 months ago, and we were pretty geeked out, but it's holding the corals pretty nice. Yep. Definitely the glitter, what is it, like a yellowish, pinkish gunny or whatever. Okay. And what do you have over there? Is that a chalice?
Yeah, it's pretty trippy.
That's trippy, like almost like a black and red. Yep. Kind of like what the mummy eye thing does.
Yep.
Let's get a frag of that one, and maybe a frag of that little rainbow right there is nice, and one with the yellow eyes.
Okay.
So let's grab a little container. We'll start with some of this, and then we'll move to a different tank. That's it. We're gonna do this guy right here too. Beautiful pink watermelon. Bling bling. I haven't been fragging corals in the past 3 to 5 years, at least 3 years. That's the truth, it has been. So JW has been doing it full time now, so I'm gonna take a little refreshing course. What are we gonna do now?
All right, so first we just wanna decide like what's a good cut for you. You want it bigger or smaller?
I like it when it's flat.
Yeah,
you know
me too, me too.
Me personally, on a coral like this, and I'm sure you will agree, I will go all the way across because it's a clean cut. Okay. And then we can cut maybe like 3 frags, and I'll pick one out of those 3.
Okay. So then I'm just gonna get the saw going. It's gonna make a little noise, but don't force it. Just let the saw do its work.
Let the diamonds do the cut, right?
Let the diamonds do the job, dude. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And once you start going for it, don't stop. Just keep going, keep going. Don't try to back up. So what he's doing is we like to keep the corals clean. As you're cutting the tile, the dust and residue from the tile wants to stick on the coral, and sometimes it's known to damage it if it sits there too long.
We call it cooling it down, keeping it clean, rinsing it off as it's going.
And here we rinse, get the rest of that off. Make sure all the white stuff is off. Leave it in the container, clean them off.
Have you ever had where you get the chalice, you cut them, they get black?
Yeah, so...
I figured out what it was. You know what it is, right?
What do you think it is?
It took me a long time to figure out. It was the water spraying from there like a pressure washer.
So remember when I first got here and
you were the one that figured out. We couldn't figure it out.
It was driving me nuts that we couldn't figure it out. So
we couldn't.
I wrapped a bag around it.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and then we never had it again. Now it's just sometimes the saw as it gets older it wants to fling more. So you just got to kind of notice like when you first see it, or if we have too much water in here, it'll do the same thing, and it'll do it. The
it was like sandblasting it basically, right? Like it was just
literally rips all the color right off. And a lot of people will be kind of afraid with their fingers by this saw, but it'll rarely cut you.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's true.
It will burn you, but it won't cut you.
It will shave you before it cuts you. It will
right.
shave your skin off.
Right.
It burns, but I don't know, something about it that's fairly safe.
Okay, what do you want on this guy?
Just a little edge with them, thinking
right
those two right there,
Okay.
right there. What do you call that one?
I think this is a pink booby.
It's gorgeous, man. So electric paint.
A classic.
Old school.
It's just
Many
amazing.
corals been around for well over a decade now. Isn't that cool? I mean, I'm sure we could name 100 corals that they're known in the industry. They've been around for well over a decade. And corals that you don't change the name, corals that everybody recognizes.
And then we're doing, since we're doing something a little high end, I like to put just a little bit of iodine.
Okay.
Just to kind of help with any of the fresh cuts. Some stuff is so resilient that I
So
don't.
explain to people what is iodine does.
So the iodine, just like us, when we get cuts, it just it'll sterilize
The wound?
The wound. So I've just noticed that it helps a lot, and it's pretty crazy. If you put it in here and the water is like tea colored, within 15 minutes the water goes clear because it's getting absorbed.
The coral absorbs it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know iodine has got a lot of uses.
Yeah, it helps us a lot here. Just making sure that everything is clean and disinfected, and it just seems to soothe it after cutting it.
So JW, I get people all the time asking me, when you cut the chalice, should you cut it around the eye or not?
Ideally, yeah. There's some that you might be able to do that, but that's on you. I don't like to do it because you're opening up a bigger wound straight to the mouth for it's more chance for infection. So we try to always go around the eyes, no matter what we do.
But it's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
Kind of like I've seen people cut the heads of Duncans before, and you have the stem, and a lot of people think, oh, that's not going to grow. And I've seen a Duncan grow from the stem.
Come back.
But it's not easy.
And it's not. It doesn't always do it either.
It doesn't always do it either, exactly. But a coral can grow without a mouth, basically. They can develop a mouth. So what do we got next? Another chalice?
Yep.
Ideally, if this was flat, I would say cut me that one eye or something. But since this is elevated here, we're going to cut all the way across. If no, by cutting it smaller, we're gonna cause more damage than actual doing good to the coral. So those of you guys see this bandsaw, it's a diamond blade. This back in the days was produced to cut glass, and now this company actually is specialized on doing it for fragging coral, for cutting corals now. Before there was the bandsaw, people used to use Dremels. And before Dremel, you used to use a towel saw and a hammer and a chisel. I'm not kidding you guys. 15, 20 years ago,
it was barbaric.
It was barbaric. You literally grab corals and you will use a pair of pliers trying to cut an acropora, and you're using screwdrivers. You bring the rug outside. You will grab a chalice coral and you literally cut it and you let it heal, and then I'm never gonna forget the Dremel too. You're gone with the little thing. You remember that, right?
Stuff flying everywhere.
You remember the dust everywhere?
Yeah. And like, remember the dust we're spraying off? It would just cut.
Yeah, and then trying not to get shocked too. You're holding this thing, you're cutting a coral, and you think, oh, it's not a lot of water. The water dripping down your hand, and you're holding this electrical tool.
Oh, the good old
and
days.
then they don't last. Those Dremels will last.
Not very long.
2 weeks, and then the little blades were expensive, these little diamond blades, and then the diamonds will wear out really fast. Not that these diamond blades are cheap, they're very expensive.
Yeah.
So these diamond blades are what, $60 each?
Yeah, this chalice, these ones I don't want to do this saw, so we're gonna have to, I might pop it off and etch the back.
How come you don't want to cut too slow? You don't feel comfortable with it?
I mean, I cut it through the saw before. It's a
Get
saw
it out,
before.
I got it.
Okay.
Look, watch this, guys. I see what we're gonna do here, easy. Frag is right there. Done.
And that's why he's the OG.
Done, I seen it, there it is. Well, you love it.
I know. No.
I seen it, I'm like, there it is. It's done.
You still got it, Poppy.
All right, I still got it. Approved. You didn't see that one, coming? He was laughing because it came out like the perfect frag too. He didn't hurt the coral, nothing.
Okay.
It's all that experience, all those little details when you're fragging off. You come into the situations that you know what to do, you know?
Okay, so I'm gonna do this blasto. Blastos are a lot more fleshier than the chalice is. So what I first try to do is get the head to retract as much as it can, and then it kind of gives me a path to run the saw through without hitting its tissue.
I will say that's a more finicky coral to cut.
Yeah.
You have to like make it close and just if the channels are not there, you can force the cut, right? Sometimes
So
you gotta
see as I close it, we'll be able to get that head pretty clean.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you gotta the coral tell you what's the best head to cut.
Okay. Is this glued? It's glued.
So how often you frag back here, JW? Often?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day.
How many guys you got back here fragging?
Right now to about 8.
8?
8, 9 including myself.
And they all frag a little bit of different things?
Oh, everybody. You got to frag. You got to pull your weight around here.
Okay. And how many frags you aim to frag per month?
Per month, I shoot for 12,000 to 18,000.
12 to 18?
Yeah.
Is it hard to get that many?
It depends, right? So if it's not really that hard, but it's a lot easier. Let's say if we have a month where we sell a lot of zinnia, right? We're gonna frag. The guys can pump those frags out quickly. You know, if I say, hey, frag the zinnia, he'll do 200 frags in a day. Where if I say, hey, do the blastos, he'll be lucky to get 20, and then we can't just chop the colony into oblivion.
Gotcha.
You know, it's not like the zinnia. So now I'm just going to clean up around here just so it's a nice looking frag. Doesn't have all this jagged rock.
See, when we first get people to frag back here on the farm, a lot of them don't look into those details. They frag the coral and they don't keep on trimming it to make it look clean and then like the perfect specimen type of thing, right?
Nope.
Nothing when a coral looks just right.
This one, dude, but it's grown down.
Same thing.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm scared. Knowing me, it's going to crack right at the colors.
This one's going to be a little finicky. It's not going to be as big.
Dang. Batting 1,000.
And you got a frag right there.
Okay.
So we'll keep that as a, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Thumbs up.
So again, we try to be conscious. You know, when we're doing that many frags a month, we got to be conscious of the products and what we're using to not overuse them, underuse them. So the glue, there's just a little tiny dab. I don't know if you can see it on there, but
just like for contact, right?
It's just for contact, it's just to help the epoxy stick to the plug. And then we do the same thing on top.
The small contact makes such a difference. I tell people all the time.
Help it stick to the coral. And then we'll get your piece. You don't have to smash it on, just put it on. And then we're good. And it will never come off unless you take it off with the bone cutters. It won't.
All right, guys, that's a wrap for today. We are done fragging. We fragged plenty of nice corals from my tank. I wish I could have fragged a couple more, but my tank is not ready. It's only 6 months old. So that is it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Give us a like. If you have any questions, post them below. In the meantime, you guys think I'm done fragging? Myself, yes, I am, but not the guys behind me. They're still fragging. We got tons of corals. Be on the lookout for new corals. We'll see you guys soon.